Political correctness. In Orwell's 1984 book, he had a thing called Newspeak. You know, and he said, you know, when you, at this level of reality, there are many other levels of reality, we won't go there today, though I do, but at this level of reality, we think in words. You have a thought, you think it in words. When you reduce the language available through political correctness, and now this you are speak in text language and stuff, you are, as time passes, what we call time anyway, you are suppressing the amount of words to describe your own thoughts, never mind your own views. This is what political correctness is about, and also playing minorities off against each other. And the left in politics has been played like a violin. I'm from the left, there's me art right there. And here's me sodding brain here. There are a lot of genuine people on the left, what they call on the left. It's all a load of crap anyway, right, left, it's all part of the same scam. Doesn't matter. You know, you go far enough right, you meet yourself on the left coming back. The same bloody thing. There's some genuine people who want to do genuine things, but they've been scammed. And one of the scams is supporting political correctness. You can't upset somebody. Well, maybe they deserve to be upset. I'm upset that I can't have my view. Okay, that's not political correct. You know, I've got a hand that's completely knackered through arthritis, right? The only thing I can do with my hands is type with those fingers, very little else, right? It's crippled. My hand is crippled. You want to tell me my hand is crippled? I don't have a problem with that. You know why? It's bloody crippled. But no, I'm digitally challenged. You know what I said earlier? Some people would have got it, maybe some people didn't. When I talked earlier about you can't say brainstorm, you have to say thought shower, that is actually being introduced by some companies. I'm not kidding, it's not a joke, it's happening. And what it's doing is playing minority off against minority. So, for instance, and basically, you remember that image where all the countries were tied up in that web of stuff? They want to do that with minorities. So everyone polices everyone else. This is the idea. The few can't police the many. They have to get the many to police each other. That's what they do. So, for instance, if you're a gay person, good luck to you. I mean, I have a simple philosophy on life. Do what you like so long as you don't impose it on anyone else. That's it. That's my philosophy. Anyway, what a gay person can say, that's not politically correct, I'm taking you to a human rights tribunal for saying this about me, but then he can't say something about a black person, or he can't say something about a Jewish person, or he can't say something about an Islamic person, and the black person can't say something about an Islamic person, and so it goes on, where everyone is policing everyone else. In Canada, they've got a massive human rights scam going on, and one of them is a gay organisation took these people on, the Human Rights Commission, over political correctness, and now a woman is taking the gay people to the same Human Rights Commission, or a Human Rights Commission, because they won't let women into their gay club. You know, I mean, this is how it works, right? This is what I'm talking about. It's nothing to do with freedom, it's to do with control. And by the way, you know that guy, Sir Trevor Phillips, is it? No, not Sir Trevor Phillips, it's Trevor Phillips, CBE or MBE or something, right? He's head of the Human Rights and Racial Discrimination organisation that the government runs, right? Well, I wrote to him because I came across this thing, and it said, if you have any evidence of racial discrimination, right, write to the Racial Equality Commission. It's called something else now. Bigger chair, more money, same thing. And if you want to report evidence or cases of racial discrimination, and we'll investigate, right? So I write to him, and I say two things. First of all, I'm reporting the British royal family as the most racist institution on the planet, because not only do you have to be white, in effect, you have to come from one bloodline, and you have to follow, at least officially, one religion. I want this investigated. And I said to Trevor Phillips, oh, by the way, why are you, as head of Against Racial Equality, why did you accept an honour from the Queen? It was an MBE or CBE or something, from the most racist institution in the world. And I got this bullshit letter back from a lawyer, completely avoiding the whole question, because, of course, they had nowhere to go. And the bottom line was, we don't choose to investigate this. Thank you very much. I love this one. That's a politically correct sign. It's perfect. There you go. And I look at the bottom, if you can't read it at the back, at the bottom in small letters it says, also, the bridge is out ahead. So that's where we're going. Now, I've got to get this one. Now, you know, the theme of money. What's that got to do with Big Brother? What's that got to do with Big Brother? It's nothing to do with Big Brother. You know, there's no surveillance cameras on the pound. I mean, what's going on? David Davidson talked about it. This is one of the greatest aspects of Big Brother. Let's just analyse what is Big Brother. It's control by the very few of the rest. Now, what's the greatest form of control on this planet? Money. And you ask the question. People don't ask these questions. I've asked economists this question. They can't answer me. What is money and who creates it? No. First of all, there is no money in terms of anything physical worth anything. Money is only what we are programmed to believe it's worth. Money is figures on a screen. That's it. When you go into a bank and you ask for a loan, mortgage or something, say £50,000, much more these days, £50,000, what does the bank then do? It types into your account £50,000. That's it. It doesn't print any money, doesn't mint any coins, it doesn't move any precious metal a single sodding inch. It just types into your account £50,000. From that moment, you are paying interest on £50,000 that has never, does not, and will never exist. And to get that non-existent £50,000, you have to sign over wealth that does exist. Your house, your car, your business, your land. And if you don't pay back through circumstances none of your creation, not just the principal but the interest on the loan, then they get your land and wealth that does exist and your house because you've not paid back money that doesn't exist. That is how the money system works. Because of this, the same force that I've been talking about has controlled the banking system, the pyramid within pyramid, and they've controlled the political system, and therefore laws have been passed. The fractional reserve lending is one name for them, that allows banks to lend at least, and it is at least when you follow the trail, 10 times what it has on deposit. So every time you put £1 in a bank, it can lend 10 it doesn't have to someone else. And once it's given you the £50,000, you then might go and put that £50,000 in another bank. The other bank now has the right to lend 10 times the £50,000 you've just got from this bank. And this is how it all works. Now, what's the difference between an economic boom, prosperity and all the rest of it, and a credit crunch, depression, economic depression? One thing and one thing alone, effectively: the amount of money in circulation at any time. Who controls that? The private banking cartel, on their decisions on how many loans to make, called credit, which theoretically puts buying, exchange rate, means of exchange into circulation. The more they loan money, the more money is circulating, the more money there is to buy things, the more things need making, everything starts to expand. People tend to get in more debt when they are in a boom because they're confident, they've got lots of orders at the company, the job's strong, so we'll have 2 holidays, we'll have a bigger house, we'll have another car or a bigger car. That, in the banking system, and this scam's been played for centuries, and what economic correspondents earning a ridiculous amount of money, whatever they pay them, it's too much, they call this the economic cycle, as if it's some natural